remember this tweet? Remember this video we made? MHA review bomb by One Punch Man. And it was a very sarcastic image, I think, of minus 0.1 score. And we're like, well, looks like MHA Land is doing really well because their anime is getting an amazing adaptation to the finish. And surely nothing could go wrong except just a little bit of laughs and giggles, right? So, listen, this is not really a spoiler to me personally. I think that, like, wow, the main character and the male-female lead who has been set up from the intro that even I, a fucking MHA tourist who only have watched Vigilantes could tell, has gotten together. It just kind of makes sense. In this video, I remember that reading a Schizo review, right? There was a Schizo review about how... we'll get into this later. But I feel like this kind of highlights the insanity of the vocal minority that exists in the MHA fandom, or maybe there isn't a vocal minority. So this is whoever animated the tears needs to be fired like this. What is that, bro? And in a first glance, what's going on? We have the main character and the main female lead. I guess they're crying. I don't really care about the like actual story reasons of what, but it looks like it's a big conclusive, what's it called? A big conclusion, and they're all happy. It's a big, you know, big end. And you know what? The tears are fucking ridiculous, right? If you look at this, the tears are absolutely ridiculous. It's like giant fucking bubbles of liquid coming out of the eyes, but then you realize it's fucking anime. This is a fictional character with giant fucking bug-like eyes too. And some of the it's giving, yes, it does give this. Absolutely. 131,000 engagement here. Her quirk is zero gravity. It's affecting her tears, making them I like this. I like how they're trying to like do mental gymnastics. It's funny. It's humorous, right? They're like, yeah. It's the gravity powers that's making her tears look like this. That just Bone Studio thing, I'm afraid. But if we look at some of this is how Horikoshi drew it, right? So this is the actual like manga art, the 1-to-1, and it makes sense. Her quirk is zero gravity. That's how tears like. Listen, we don't have to be making gravity fucking excuses about this shit. She literally witnesses her bisexual. Okay, I don't even know what's going on here. Looks like there's some sad character deaths and stuff going on. But you guys are really upset about the tears here? The fact that I'm at risk of seeing a 14-year-old's opinion at any point during my day is a human rights violation. Ain't that the fucking truth? Ain't that the fucking truth recently, as we have been exposed to a certain scene of Gachakuda fandom where a bunch of 19-year-old girls wants to tell people how human rights operate under the guise of using Amo as a reference. I need everyone in this comment, whoa, chill out. Why isn't that manga accurate? I feel like it is, right? I think that if we look at most of the responses here, it's going to be just delusion, right? Tears, blah blah. That's how Horikoshi draws. Steven Universe clears. Steven Universe tears. This doesn't like stylize at all. It doesn't fit. It literally shows how tears are always looked in the anime and manga. Lol, they literally do not. I thought you muted this, Lamau. My curiosity is killing me. They took AI generated Lamau. That's not fucking AI. It's not. Lamau bubbly ass tears. 25,000 posts in a year. No one gives a fuck. Rando. I mean, if you look at their, what's the likelihood of them having pronouns in the bio? Pronouns and flag. Any pronouns? Okay. But I feel like this is kind of like the insanity that exists in the MHA fandom of the shippers. And who are the shippers we're talking about? It's this video. Remember this video? 1 out of 10. I actually can't believe this. Ugh! No! Because what was that episode? Like, seriously. I sat there waiting for even the tiniest sign that Deku and Bakugo might actually end up together, and guess what? Nothing! Zero. Nada. I'm actually losing my fucking mind. They spent the whole time acting like just friends or whatever, and I'm sitting here like, hello? Are we watching the same show? Are we watching the same show? Did you guys... Did actual MHA like watchers watch this show and think that like these two boys were gonna go at it? Like, no, genuinely, like I'm fine with spoilers and this kind of stuff, like slice of life stuff. Do these two characters actually had like friction and like chemistry? Like, was there like sexual tension? Was there like romance involved? Anything? Not a single thing? Were they just friends? Were these two friends gonna go on fishing trips, and did the Fujo say, oh my god, they're going on a fishing trip, I can't wait? Is that what's going on? Because these comments, again, I cannot tell. Everybody just saying, no, they're just rivals. They fucking hate each other. They bully. Except the bully, we have some dumbass COVID animes. Yeah, we do. I understand Gojo and Geto, but I understand Gojo and Geto. Do you? Well, we're doing a JJK rewatch right now, so we'll look at the romance between those two if there was any, but it's really interesting how someone can watch a show and get so caught up in their headcanon with their shipping wars and then start to crash out in a way that I think is a joke. Because like this 1-star review, do you really think it's like a real person? Like sometimes I feel like there are trolls, right? Bad faith actors, wolves in sheep's clothing, who want to basically make MHA look more insane than people claim it to be. So then they make an alt account and they'll start making comments like this to kind of like ear on the fact that like there's crazy Fujo shippers, right? Fujos that ship little boys together, and if that doesn't happen, they get really incredibly mad. Why even build all that tension for years if you're just gonna pretend it never happened? What a stupid fucking author. And it blows my mind. Like, this is a real comment. And this is also a real tweet. So if I'm dating a guy, I'm straight. And if I date a woman, I'm a lesbian. The only way to be a something. True bisexual is to date two people at once. That's pretty enlightened. Do you guys think that the tiers here are actually really bad? When I look at the tiers here, this looks like just some random anime shit. Like, of course, it's going to be exaggerated, right? But like, you have to realize, are you really going to be arguing off of like the way that the tiers are drawn in a fucking anime with the girl whose eyes are literally like 10 times the size of a real fucking person? If you look at, again, some of the actual like fan art, not the fan art, this is literally what the mangaka was drawing. Like, this is something to be nitpicking about. And then to hear people basically like, where is this? There were some other tweets about like, so this is what I, wait. Was it over here? I forget exactly where it was from, but I feel like there was like a tweet saying I can hear, oh, right over here. If you turn the volume up a little bit, you can hear all the gay shippers crying. And it sounds mean, right? That this person would specifically like target like gay people who watch MHA, or not even gay people, they just want gay ships to happen. It kind of tells you that like this stereotype, it exists for a reason. Like there are absolutely insane people who tries to like shit on the anime for such dishonest reasons and complain, when I think that the shipping thing probably is the thing that's really like what's making people really mad, right? It was meant to be, people died, it's supposed to be impactful. Yeah, I think the tears look fine. It's not even why are they crying. I think it is, look at the tears. It looks bad, right? That's what it's saying. So man, MHA fandom, the way that people are just crying and making a big scene about all this shit, it really tells me that like, bro thinks there is some animator responsible for just a tier animation. I think this is the biggest nothing burger, and it is the tip of the iceberg of how insane the MHA fandom could really be. And I mean, it makes kind of sense, right? You really think about how My Hero Academia, I mean, it's gonna happen with any battle shonen show, right? It's just that, did Jujutsu Kaisen have issues like this? Or like Demon Slayer or anything like Kaburabachi? Basically what I'm trying to say is, I feel like if you make a show where it's for like young people, right? Battle shonen. Of course, young people are gonna come in and they're not gonna be very well educated. They're gonna be ignorant. They're gonna be naive. Their fucking frontal lobe hasn't fully developed, and you're gonna have the most insane retardation at display. But some shows with some fandoms, maybe due to some characters, it even makes that more fucking insane, man. I can't wait to watch the OG MHA story and see if we can get involved in some of this drama, man.